Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys,
I'm Sid.
I'm Ryan and I'm back.
Ryan's back. Well, you were back for the Shizuoka show. Yeah, we did some filming there. But now we're back in the studio.
Yes.
Yeah, albeit briefly though. We're kind of busy at the moment.
There are big changes going on.
There's big stuff coming down the pipe, but we can't talk about it. We're hinting at it pretty heavily right now.
Top secret.
So this episode's going to be a little shorter. I'm going to talk about some of the newer Gundam. And Ryan, what are you going to show?
I'm going to show my Falcon. Cool. And we'll show that later, but I think we're going to start with...
Yeah, I'm going to start actually with the Anksha. We're going to show this because we showed it at the Hobby Show, and then it came out like the week after the Hobby Show. And I don't think we've shown it on the show yet.
Sweet.
So look at that box. And now the Anksha, Ryan, did you know that it transforms?
Yes, and I'm very happy about that, but I'm not too sure what it actually transforms into.
Yeah, see, I'm looking at this as well. It's a mobile armor it's called. And now... I'm hit or miss on this kit. Like I saw it at the Hobby Show and man,
Sid is torn.
I see this box, see that box, and I look at the mobile suit form and I'm like, it's unique enough that I'm interested, but it's also kind of strange enough.
Is it hard to transform?
Well, I don't know yet. I actually want to know what everybody out there in Gunpla TV land thinks. Okay. What viewers? What do you think of the Anksha? I think it sounds like a sneeze. Anksha.
Sounds like a drink, a cocktail.
Oh, okay, that's yours is better than mine.
I've been Anksha.
So, I'm interested to know what everybody thinks of the Anksha.
Yes.
Those people who have built it, how is it? Those people who are
especially the transformation process.
Why? Let me know. Now, before I talk about the Marasai, which is totally wicked awesome, I think, Ryan, that we should show some Falcon.
Yes, that's a good idea.
So, do you need a second to set up?
I need a second.
All right.
So, I did put on a final coat of the surface primer. The Tamiya one. I did the bottom here, so we will have a look. I guess I would say I went over it twice, and I think it's a lot more flat.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, than the top. I like the pattern on the top. I think that it gives it more of a weathered feel. Well,
it's worth noting that when we did the bottom, you went a little bit slower.
Yeah, but also I think when we did the top, it was windy as hell.
Yeah, it was pretty windy.
So, and I've got to actually finish painting this kit soon because the rainy season starts over here.
That's right. You got to go 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, so I'm going to try get it done as soon as possible. And I think next week I should have it done and ready to show you. I'll be using a light gull gray by Mr. Color Spray. Yeah. You're going to need a few cans of that stuff. I think I have 3 or 4.
That so might be enough.
Hopefully. And then I'll get busy on getting some weathering done. But I'm super happy with this kit. I even like it as it is now. Yeah. So it can only get better.
It looks good.
And Sid, I think you have some more Gundam to show us.
Do I ever? I'm going to look at that.
Very
there
sexy.
It is. Look at that.
Can I spray him now?
Okay. Just let me turn this off before you wreck it. All right. So we're going to talk about the Marasai in this episode of Gunpla TV. Now it's the latest master grade. And we saw a bit of it at the Shizuoka Hobby Show. And that's where I actually really took a big interest in it and being able to see it up close like that. So of course when it came out I picked it up and I built it for myself, and there's a lot of cool things going on with this suit. First of all, we should mention that it's basically the Zaku 2 2.0 kit when it comes to the frame, but there's little differences here and there, but you're still going to get you know, the iron collars here. These are all little loops you got to cut off and be careful you're not going to drop. And the legs pretty much function the same. They're pretty flexible, even for such big pieces. And the front as well, this piece will move up to allow a limited bit of movement, and these pieces will move as well. So you get some action down there. It is a bulky suit, so you have to forgive it a little bit if it doesn't articulate so much. But one cool thing I think everybody needs to know is just how Bandai engineered the head. So I'm actually going to take off the entire assembly, just like this. Now, if you can zoom in here, you'll see that this is where the LED plugs in.
LEDs.
Yeah, I had the LED at home from the old riser, so I stuffed it in there. And it's easy enough just to pop it off the suit, hit the switch, and pop it back on. Now, we're not going to bother turning off the lights and trying to get a shot here. My batteries are almost dead. Maybe you can zoom in and see the green there.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, actually you can. Yeah.
That's good. Okay, I'm going to turn it off here. And, well, I think this is awesome, just how they designed it. It's easy to access. Another good part about the head is actually how they make that mono eye move. Now in the Zaku 2s, which we've shown here on Gunpla TV, I really love them, but this is a step up. On Zaku 2s, you would have to actually rotate the head to get the mono eye to swivel. Well, it doesn't work that way with the Marasai. With the Marasai, you just going to pop off the entire top armor piece, and then you can just use this little tab here, and you can position the mono eye.
That's cool.
Where you want it, and then you can turn it on. Right?
Sweet.
Yeah, it's
that's really.
It's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So before you would only be able to have your kit looking in one direction with the head turned. It had to be that way, or the eye would not line up to where you're looking. Now you can set it up any way you want, so he can be looking behind him and those kind of things. It's actually like really, really well done, and I commend Bandai for that.
Yeah.
And I'll throw this back on here. See, it just hops back on there. Marasai is ready to go. When it comes to hands, well, I'll show you what I have here. You can see all these little pieces. These are the swappable hand parts, and like other Master Grade kits, they look really good, but they don't necessarily function that well. I managed to get it to hold the rifle very well, but it's the thumb that's actually holding it in place more so than anything else. And it'll be kind of sturdy, but if I try to move it around, it might tumble out. But what I really like about the hands in the Marasai is Bandai actually gave you kind of a 2.0 hand, and you can see that you have these articulated fingers. Each one is separate. You don't have to do the hand mod that you would do on a 2.0 Zaku. It only has one joint, but it still folds up pretty well. And the thumb doesn't bend at all, but it gives you that pushing out kind of look, which is difficult to get with the other hands. So it's actually a step up, I think, from Bandai. And when it comes to other extras with the Marasai suit, they do give you the extra pieces that you will need if you're going to get your hands on the Balut pack, which is only available on online shops that can get the Gente limited edition stuff, unfortunately. But there's one good extra that Bandai gave for everybody, and I'll just show first how it works. You open up these top flaps on the side here. They're not necessarily that easy to open, but once you do get them open, come on, baby. You can see there's these hollows in here, and this is actually to put in the included adapter for a stand, and I've got it right here. You can see that these two prongs will fit in these two holes, but as well as this thing slides back and forth, so you can change the angle. This guy's going to be on the stand, so we'll have it pretty neutral here. And I'll plug it into the back like so.
So this comes with the kit?
This comes with the kit, actually.
It's a crazy base
yeah.
as well, yeah.
And it's actually like really solid. It holds it there really, really well. And then you just take it, and I got an older stand here, so it's not too sturdy, but it should work. And you just drop your kit onto it, and then you can do the floating about in space kite poses that you see.
Horizontal tangle.
Go, Marasai, go. If my stand works. There he is. I'm falling, but I can't get up. I thought actually this was really good. Like, I was kind of surprised that they would include this piece. But this piece is also designed to work with the limited edition stuff for those people who are lucky enough to get it. So you're not going to be stuck with something that you can't use if you do pick up.
Sorry, I might have made a mistake. So do you get the base, or you just get that attachment?
You just get this attachment.
Okay.
That's what I want to say.
Sorry.
This attachment can work with some limited edition stuff that Bandai releases only through their online store. So if you can get your hands on that stuff, it's pretty cool. Yeah, another thing I should point out is that the beam sabers handles actually fit really nicely in here. And one thing I like to do is actually flip them around and just plug the beam saber in that way. There, now I'm ready. While I'm falling, I'll cut you. So this is the Marasai. I'm actually really enjoyed this kit. It's kind of a throwback to the Zakus from a couple years ago, but with some design changes that make it that much better.
I like the chunky design. It looks
I do. After working on the real grade kits for so long, like we built the real grade and we showed those two kits on the show here, and they're so small and the pieces are so fine and precise, and you have to spend your time getting them together. To work on something like this, where the pieces are so massive, it just feels so different. So I had no problem putting it together. It felt like a great time, a new experience in some ways. So for anybody who's interested in the Marasai, I highly recommend picking it up. And speaking of recommendations, I'm just going to put this guy here. We talked about users. When we did our top 5 Gundam Master Grade kits, I listed my top 5 and everybody else listed their top 5. And I took heed of the people who said that we should do the Infinite Justice. And I've been working on it. I'm not finished yet. We're busy, as we said.
Yes, it's a hard worker.
But so far, this is what I've got.
Oh, that's...
So it shares a lot of the designs that are found in the Sword Impulse that I love so much. So far, I'd say that this is fantastic. I'm not going to give it my official thumbs up yet until I get it completely finished. But once it's done, we'll bring it on the show, and we'll show all those people who have not built it what the people who have and recommended it we're talking about. So look forward to that in an upcoming episode of Gunpla TV. Well, Ryan, how was it being back in front of the camera after all this time?
Good.
Yeah?
It's good to be back.
Yeah,
it's been a while. It actually has been a while.
Yeah.
I was saying to Syd the other day, like, I actually miss building kits now.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to get finish this baby up and get started on the next project.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but when we have a layoff like we did with Gunpla TV, not only do I miss the building, but I miss that kind of interaction.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I'm glad to be back, and I hope everybody else is glad that we're back. And just to state a couple things right now, the end of June is coming up, and while we're busy, there's 2 big Gundam releases coming up towards the end of the week, end of the month, and we're going to show them here on Gunpla TV in the next episode.
For sure.
And the next episode after that.
Yes.
And then we have a fairly sizable announcement, and then it's just going to be the next year's worth of Gundam.
And other kits.
And other kits.
And forget about the other kits.
Oh, and other kits. Yeah, I think we saw some of those in the hobby show.
Yes, and that hobby show is great. Actually, thanks to Syd for being our guide.
Yeah.
I think he did a bang-up job.
Yeah.
And the show looked great.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys ever get the chance, you should go to
the
the
only
Gundam
thing
show.
that I found about this show that I didn't like, and that's from the perspective of a presenter, is that it just gets too noisy. They have all their videos going on, and you'll go from the Seed promotion to the Unicorn promotion to the Dragon Ball Senki promotion, and the videos sounds are clashing with each other. But seeing all that, awesome.
Some excellent model work.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, we have more videos that we'll have to edit in at some stage.
We'll throw something in.
But please just keep liking us on Facebook. Please have a look at our blog, because we do put a bit of extra information in there sometimes.
Yeah. Lots of pictures if you can.
Yes.
All right.
And
so that's it for now. We're shaking the rust off, and now full steam ahead.